Hello again. Question 18 on our online assessment test is the first critical reasoning question. The GMAT itself has three types of verbal question: reading comprehension, critical reasoning, sentence correction. Of course, in our course we cover every detail you need to know from each of those types of question. This is a weaken question for critical reasoning, so you're supposed to weaken the conclusion reached by the author. Now, one of the main parts of this is to identify what is the author trying to put forward. Well, the key idea put forward by the author of this argument is that one should have the freedom to do or eat, in this case, what one wants, even if it potentially causes harm to oneself. Now, if a government goes against this principle, in effect, said government is acting discriminatingly. Okay, so that's the principle. Now, if you read through this explanation, it's very much connected to scope, based around the causality put forward of how this is linked to freedom. Not only the individual making the decision, but how that affects other potential subjects in the argument, in the scope of the argument. In other words, within the limits of where a correct answer can lie. Now, answer E absolutely describes such a situation because we all pay for the unhealthy choices of other individuals, so to speak. So the opponent should accept, that her choice affects other people. A, the argument does not rely on this new information, even if it may go to strengthen the tax plan. It's outside the scope of the argument. C, this would strengthen the opponent's assertion in principle, and not weaken it as an analogy. So just think about that. Now, D, again, the argument does not rely on this information. The scope of the argument does not rely on an example of food that one has to assume to be carcinogenic or not. So maybe reread this a few times, take screenshots, and see how all those answers fit in or are rejected. Thank you very much. Next question will follow in the next video, and if you have any questions regarding our services, please feel free to contact us directly, and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. Thank you very much. GMAT.cz, part of Gain Access in the Czech Republic in the heart of Europe. Goodbye.